Hello, and welcome to Soda Review Channel, where today we'll be drinking this A&W Cream Soda, a beverage I am quite fond of. Uh, I guess that probably sounds kind of biased, but these are opinion reviews. It's all bias. So anyway, um, I think this drink is delicious. I haven't had one in a bit, but oh, it's so good. Um, let's see: carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, sodium benzoate as a preservative, caramel color, citric acid, yucca extract. Not sure what that's for. Um, Natural and artificial flavors, caffeine free. So I think it's really neat that A&W owns the rootbeer.com domain. Go to sodareviewchannel.com and it'll link you back here. Um, to the channel, not to this video specifically. But it makes less sense when this product is not a root beer. Um, I don't know. It feels like it would have made sense. Like, even if you want them to all be on the same site to get like a redirect or something. Um, but that, I don't know. Here we are. So, A&W Cream Soda. Let's get to it. Delicious. This does not have the Kalea extract from the A&W root beer. However, it is still extremely foamy, and it is sticking around a lot longer than that one does. Um, like a lot longer with very large bubbles. Um, wow, that's still there. Okay, so I can't be the only one that thinks that this very much looks like a beer. It is not, but I really feel like it looks that way. It is yellower in the glass than it is in the bottle. That is probably because of the amount of it. Like the A&W root beer and like many other uh, soda drinks, it is only colored with caramel color, unless that's what the yucca extract is for. Maybe it's a foaming agent. I don't know. You probably already do know because I probably put it on screen when I first mentioned that it was in here. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. That's the future. I don't know what this smells like. I recognize the smell. I enjoy the smell. I'm not sure what it is. It's sweet in like a. It almost smells like a caramel, but not quite. There's something different there. I'm not sure what it is. This is an interesting smell now that I think about it. Maybe like a vanilla and caramel. Is Is that it? Vanilla and caramel. Is that what I'm getting? Something like that. Smells kind of cakey. Such a good smell. And now for the best part, where I get to drink this drink because it's so good. It's so good. It's so smooth. It has such a smooth texture to it. You know, I've never really thought about what this smells like before. And in the same way, I've never really thought about what it tastes like. And I think the smell and the taste are kind of similar in ways. It does kind of taste like a cake, a little bit. A little bit of vanilla, maybe just a little bit of that carameliness, which I'm sure is just sugar. Now, unfortunately, we do not have time here today to get what I consider to be the full experience of this, which is where you sip on it little by little over a period of hours and it kind of warms up and acclimates to the room a little bit and it gets even smoother and flavor gets a little bit stronger. Delicious. Um, hmm. If I had to have this whole thing at one temperature, I would definitely prefer that temperature to be warmer than it is now. Um, Good road trip drink, which is good because gas stations are one of the only places I can somewhat consistently get this. I say it's a good road trip drink because I do not like to make a lot of stops on road trips, so I do not drink very much on road trips, which is unhealthy, but gives the opportunity to kind of get up closer to room temp, get even smoother, more drinkable. And this does go back to that mention of bias earlier because if I'm trying something for the first time, for example, Sprite plus tea, which you can see here, uh, which I do not think is very good, maybe as it approaches room temperature, it also gets better. But I wouldn't know. I've only ever had that one from the review. And that is a form of bias. But again, these are opinion reviews. They're always going to be biased. In a way, that's kind of the point. But it does help if I tell you about it, I suppose. Hmm. Do go watch Sprite Plus Tea, by the way. I think that video is really interesting because the drink is very interesting. And it's always been a very poorly performing video for us. This is a good drink. One of my favorites, I would say. But under these test conditions at this temperature and sitting and drinking this whole glass at one time, I will say it is not as good as the way I would usually drink it. Um, and I do think that that's true. And what I probably will do after this review is over is I will take the remaining whatever percentage this is, and I will set it off to the side and let it kind of come up more towards room temp some. And then I will drink the rest of it and I will enjoy it more. If I didn't know that already, I would probably end up giving this drink a considerably lower score than I am going to give it. But I do know that. And you also know that because I just told you all that. And so I do not recommend that you drink it in this manner. But I know that A&W Cream Soda deserves a really good.